Hello, welcome to the program Walailak University Global. As usual, this program aims to disseminate information related to international collaborations in the area of research that has been conducted at this university and with other universities across countries. And today we are very honored to have two guests, one from our own university, Dr. Krisanadej Jaroensutasinee, who is the director of the Center of Excellence for Ecoinformatics School of Science. And we are very honored to welcome Professor Dr. Lifetime Distinguished Professor Dr. Hsing-Juh
Yes.
From the National Chung University, Taiwan.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us, Professor. You just arrived a couple of minutes ago, actually, so we are very happy to welcome you here. And I understand that the purpose of Professor visiting Walailak is to conduct with Dr. Krisanadej from Walailak University workshop on seagrass.
Yes.
Which is part of these attempts to mitigate, the carbon emission, but through the seagrass, through the blue carbon, to the blue carbon ecosystems, as opposed to other like green carbon, ecosystem. So could you first of all would like both Dr. Krisanadej and Dr. Lin to talk about your own research, just to make sure that we understand exactly what you have covered in your research. So could I start with Professor Lin, please?
Okay, yeah. Thank you. I have studied in the blue carbon ecosystem for more than 20 years, probably 30 years. Yeah, and in the beginning, I studied the ecosystem functioning and the structure of the mangrove and seagrass bay in Taiwan. And because in the past, the seagrass is rarely studied in Taiwan. Nobody knows seagrass until I went to University of the Walailak and the northeastern of the United States. So at that time, I understood the seagrass is very critical, important. So that's why when I came back to the Taiwan, I tried to understand more. And especially the seagrass in Taiwan is a tropical seagrass, different species from the US. So that's why. And about 5 years ago, when the blue carbon, the issue become very hot, and because the potential for the carbon sink can mitigate the climate change. So everyone, they want to do the study of the seagrass and mangroves, but at that time, I already have the base because I surveyed all the mangrove and seagrass in Taiwan already for 20 years. So I have all the knowledge and I know where I can find the seagrass and mangroves. So I used, based on that background, so I can do more. So now why we can develop the methodology to quantify the carbon sink and even the biodiversity in this very critical blue carbon ecosystem.
And Dr. Krisanadej, could I also ask you similar questions about your role in the research, please?
Okay. We are running the Center of Excellence for Ecoinformatics, which actually tracking changes in the ecosystem and try to understand how to deal with the crisis that happen in the ecosystem. We tend to use today they call nature-based solution. Okay, but basically we just use the concept of ecosystem, that every part of this ecosystem have the function, and we're trying to restore that function using the information technology that we have informatics in our name. Okay, the ecosystem that we work is cover from from underwater, from coral reef, seagrass ecosystem. We have collect some data and try to install technology to get the the physical parameters, and actually we related that to the internet. So at Rajaya Island, for example, we have a sensor planted inside the coral reef and sending the the water level, the temperature, the conductivity, which means the salinity of that ecosystem. The main problem at that time was the coral reef bleaching because of the high temperature of the sea, sea water. And for seagrass, we actually have some work in the Chung area, which last year has very bad thing happened there. Most of the seagrass die out, and it affect the dugong. So dugong have to migrate to different area in the Andaman Sea, and in some areas it's very sad actually. They move to Phuket, and they hit by these tourist boat, which they don't have the indigenous knowledge how to, operate the boat in the presence of this dugong. But in Chung, the people they have knowledge, to operate their tourist boat, so they not have that bad incident. And from underwater, we actually have study the cloud forest in Khao Nan National Park. We put the data station and study the changes, because in the climate change situation, the tip, of the Khao Nan National Park usually is the rainforest. That means it actually have horizontal rain. Normally rain fall this way, right? But in the cloud forest, the raindrop actually flow horizontally, and all these mosses, trees, and plants, they collect all this rain, and that's the origin of all the river that we have in the Nakhon Thammarat. And the effect of the climate change actually kind of lift up the cloud base, so you have less water in the cloud forest. That's why we study rainforest. So in our Center of Excellence, we actually try to track these changes and try to manage it with the data.
Dr. Lin, it seems to me that this have just been discovered, the seagrass. What was more popular was this green carbon research, right? The terrestrial. So now it's blue carbon has become something of even a more significant in terms of the roles that the blue carbon can play in terms of storing the carbon dioxide and all of that, the greenhouse gas emission and all of that. So was it a kind of accident? And you are very you've studied so many years and so long, the same as Dr. Chris. Was it a kind of accident by the scientists to discover this, or how this come about? Because it seemed to me the discovery of this role of the blue carbon, particularly when you look at certain things like seagrass, it seems that they are quite significant in terms of they can play a very significant role towards mitigating the emission, the greenhouse gas emission. So was it an accident from a scientific point of view?
It is not the accident because in the past we studied the seagrass and the mangrove ecosystem, and we studied the whole thing from the primary producer, the productivity, because the productivity they absorb the carbon dioxide and transform to organic carbon, and then they transfer to the higher levels of the trophic level, like a fish or the shark, And so that's the basic for the food web. So we already know how to do this study. So maybe just at that time when they become the hot topic, then we know how to do it. So that's why we can become a leader of the blue carbon in Taiwan.
And in terms of, this is amazing, the fact that you have a collaboration with Walailak University through Dr. Krisanadej and others like Dr. Malika. So you have this collaboration, and Taiwan, Thailand, what other, it seems, are we very strong in Asia Pacific in terms of this research?
Yeah, I think we have many things in common. For example, maybe some the mangrove or the seagrass species are the same, but I think the most important things in Taiwan is because we don't have dugong. Yeah, maybe in the past 100 years, we only have a few records of the dugong, but only they become the specimen in the museum. We don't have live dugong. But I know there's a dugong in Thailand. Yeah. So we want to study the seagrass ecosystem with dugong. Because with dugong, I think it's more efficiency in the energy transfer from the primary producer, blue carbon, then how the transfer of the energy to the dugong, and how important the dugong plays in the seagrass ecosystem.
Hence a workshop in Chung.
Yes.
Chung, which is what, 100 kilometers west of here, is that right, Dr.
Yes,
Chris?
yes.
Yeah,
Southwest.
Southwest, yes. It's Chung province, which is a tourist. So that's the question, Dr. Krisanadej, that the role of dugong study, it seems that you can't study the role of seagrass without looking at the role of dugong, right?
Yes,
yes,
that's right.
Exactly.
What sort of populations of dugongs along the Phuket area or Trang area?
You see, the thing is it's just recently that we have the technology to actually see the dugong. That is, they're using the drone. Right now, we just last year or this year that
you drive your own drone.
We can drive the drone and look.
You can fly.
And look, look. Usually, it takes so much resources to track, this dugong. One attempt that we Walailak joined the project was to track with some tracking device. It tied to the dugong tail, and when it go up to surface to breathe, it send the GPS. It receive the GPS signal and send the data to location. But that was very inhuman of us to do with the dugong. So that project is not, succeed. It's not lasted very long. People protest against them, and then they move all these tracking devices. So but recently we have the drone technology. It's so advanced that you don't have to operate but manually. You just have it like a box. It's open every morning. Go fly. Take all the data, come back, and you can use like AI to detect how many dugong, something like that.
Yes.
But it just started.
I see.
Hopefully we will know exactly how many. I have one project in Khanom to track the number of dolphin, pink dolphin.
Okay.
That time we used the photo capture area capture technique, but it's so difficult, and so time consuming. But right now we have better technology. Yes.
So what is your hope?
I hope, because the drone use. I think in the future, how we can measure or determine the blue carbon quickly and easily is very important, because the cost now to measure the blue carbon is very high. So I think that may be the one difficult for the people they want to restore the seagrass, or even the company enterprise they want to invest the money to restore the seagrass. I think it will be difficult for them because the cost is very high. But if we can apply drone machine, we can quickly to know how much the blue carbon there, and even dugong or the biodiversity, maybe we can use some submarine video tapping like that technology. I think there will be a very good advance to we can go further to restore the seagrass. So many technology, I think that it depends on how we can develop this new technology.
What about other countries? Are they using the similar technology as we are, Dr. Krisanadej, are using? Because they are like along the coastal area of Australia, for example, they have dugongs too, is that
I
right?
think they have manatee, right?
Melody, dugong maybe, but not many.
So are they
Not many,
are other
yeah,
people,
not many.
are other researchers, are the researchers in other areas of the world doing similar thing, or?
To my knowledge, probably not.
So we are really producing something
Yeah.
very
Yes,
very
exciting.
new, innovative and
Yes,
exciting.
innovative.
Yes.
And the workshop is going will be held in Chung, in collaboration with any other university, Dr. Chris.
We have actually a group of conservationists working on seagrass restoration. So we visited them, I think about a month ago, and see how they, and what is their problem, what is their pain point, and we're gonna work with them to, actually further the conservation work that they have done.
Will they participate in the workshop?
We actually host the workshop with them.
Oh, okay.
And working with them also. I think that's the key important point for conservation. University alone cannot do all this work. It requires a lot of volunteer, time and effort, and resources to help.
So you've been working closely with,
We will,
with those
yes,
conservationists.
we have actually, and we will, yes. That's the important point in conservation kind of research.
And then you have a team from Taiwan as well.
Yes.
So how many people are traveling to attend the workshop?
This time we have 9 people.
9 people
Yeah.
from the same university? or-
No, different university.
universities.
From the north, the central, south to east.
So it seems that this is a big project in Taiwan. Is it funded by the government as well?
Some part of it, because we are applying the we call it the National Science Foundation, similar like that. We are
in the US, right? NSF.
Similar, but it's an integrated project. We are planning to do develop the new technology to quickly and easily to quantify the carbon sink and the biodiversity. That's our project.
And as Dr. Krisanadej had just said, that in here, he's working very closely with a group of conservationists. And what about in Taiwan? Is there some similar situation like that?
Last year, we just announced the methodology of the seagrass carbon SOP. We call it the Standard Operation Procedure. I wrote that SOP. So, but this year, I think we have to develop to extend the impact of the SOP. So I think the restoration will be our next mission to do it. But we need a project and a small area, and then we try to restore the seagrass and to see how much the blue carbon they can accumulate and how much fishery resources or even biodiversity they can grow. The increase.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are planning to do that in the southern Taiwan. And then if the project is passed, I think it will be a good opportunity for us to cooperate with the Walailak University
We
here.
have one ocean.
One knows
We have one
exactly.
ocean.
But as mentioned by Dr. Krisanadej, the role of society or communities are such very
Very
important.
Yes.
As well. So you've been working with society, just a group of conversationists and all of that. But in terms of the public understanding of the role of seagrass or the blue carbon, for that matter, its role in mitigating the climate change, the carbon dioxide emission and all of that. What is your view on the public understanding? You think sufficient, or is much to be improved on, or what is your view on that?
I don't think it's sufficient and not yet. Yeah, because in the last year, I gave more than 60 seminar all around the Taiwan. But the many people, they still do not know blue carbon yet. So yeah, I think we need to do more to educate.
Right. What about in Thailand, Dr. Krisanadej?
I think it's very bad. Very low understanding of, when they talk about blue carbon, they only recognize mangrove.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
better
it's-
than Taiwan.
Yeah,
It's better.
mango is like very explicit. You can see the tree, right? They only think about planting a tree or mangrove tree, but they don't understand that the seagrass actually contain a lot more carbon, in the area.
Oh, I see.
Also, same for the peat worm, like the pru, we call pru, right? The wetland.
Wetland.
Like Khon Kreng actually store so much carbon in. We only understand to plant the tree, plant the tree.
What do we have to do to get the public understanding better about the role of the seagrass? Because listen to what you just said, that's enormous. Because yes, you are right. We tend to focus on mangrove, but actually seagrass can play even a bigger role in absorbing the carbons.
It's actually not bigger or smaller role, but they are like connected. Like mangrove, seagrass, and then you have coral reef. Coral reef also play a very critical role in containing all the carbon in their, in their structure, in their reefs.
Yes.
And they're not slow growing. Actually, they can be fast, like 1 month, 1 centimeter. If they have the right condition.
That's why you are talking about the whole ecosystems rather than just one particular.
It's all actually connected.
It's all
if you have
connected.
bad mangrove, you're gonna have bad seagrass, and you're gonna have bad coral reef also.
Okay.
It's all like connected. Actually, to the rainforest up there.
And
Cow
also,
forest also.
yeah.
Yes.
And also we I have he was my PhD student before, but now he will go to the museum for his new job. He was doing the fish in the Seagrass Bay before, and he found many fish when they are small, juvenile, they stay in the seagrass, and then when they grow up, they move to the coral reef. So without the seagrass, then you won't see the fish in the coral reef. They are connected.
They are connected.
Yeah, closely
Exactly.
connected.
Yes. All the food are all connected. Yes, the chain.
Talking about that, therefore, I'm sorry, I'm not informed about this, Dr. Krisanadej, but I'm talking about the number of researchers who work on this area. So, like Walailak, how many people are working on this apart from yourself, Dr. Malika, and others?
There are some work done in PSU, Spring Songkhla University, and for the other part, they're not taking this serious enough. They're only taking the coral reef more important than the seagrass, and the mangrove also. So many people treat seagrass very, not really important. I
And
think.
in Taiwan, you're
Yeah.
talking PhD students doing this. You mean, are you attracting more PhD students working on the seagrass itself?
That's my in the past 20 years teaching. Yeah, but now we have a Taiwan team already. Yeah, more than 10 people.
Oh.
We can do the mangrove, the seagrass, so we are ready.
Yes.
And collaboration, how did this come about? The collaboration between Walailak and Chung University, how did it come about in the first place?
We start with the university, got the grant. They call it Inventing University.
Reinventing.
Yeah, and then topic would be the blue carbon. And we met in a meeting
In Bangkok.
in Bangkok, right?
Yeah, Bangkok.
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
October.
Oh, okay. So that's now become, it has been even strengthened, you know.
Yeah,
the
strengthened.
relationship.
Yeah.
According to that,
Right.
yes.
And so now you are, hopefully you will have more workshops.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, workshops.
There's so
and-
many things that we still don't know. You know.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. What about your case? You have PhD students working on the project, Doctor?
Yeah, we have two from the data science and AI program. So they're gonna use the data to, an AI technology to help conservation, and the other three on the nursery side. So the conventional way of nursery, the seagrass, you pick one seed, and you grow it in the nursery, and then when it grow up, you bring that back into the, to the the area. But this way, we found that it's not the way of grass. The way of grass, you need to multiple them and put them back together. We believe that the new way of that we are trying to do, we have all the roots connected and put back into the area would have them survive more efficiently than the original one seed.
I think we need
Yeah.
to have more time to talk about this, but today we've run out of time. And,
Okay.
so hopefully it's such a very interesting and so important topic. So hopefully in the future we can have a similar discussion again. And for today, we'd like to thank Dr. Lin and Dr. Krisanadej for appearing on the program. Walailak University Global Program. Thank you so much for your appearance in the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
also.
sir.